Hey, so can you still sell an Amazon seller account or buy an Amazon seller account today? And in this video, you're gonna discover all you need to know and some frequently asked questions on this topic. In the description of this video, you are also gonna find forms to sell Amazon seller accounts and to buy Amazon seller accounts with SellerSpot. My partners Omer and Shai here. We have recorded, I think, multiple videos up until this point on this topic, and here's a new one with like updated information. So yeah, guys, Omer, Shai, can you introduce yourselves, and then we're gonna jump into some questions that I have for you regarding this topic. Yep, welcome.
Yes, hi. So yeah, Vova, again, thanks for having us. Always a pleasure being here. So yes, we're SellerSpot. We're an agency that specializes in Amazon services for both buyers and sellers. We specialize in both selling and buying Amazon accounts, Amazon businesses, and we also provide multiple services for Amazon sellers.
Yeah, so thank you, Boba, for having us. I'm Shai from SellerSpot. Yes, we would love to give you as much information as you need about buying accounts, selling accounts. Feel free to ask us anything.
Sounds good, and thank you for being guests again. Also want to say that also been a user of your services, the legal services. Omer helped remove a critical violation on our account. I think it was last year, end of the year. One morning I wake up, weird message from Amazon, but we took care of that, and in not easy times. So. Yeah. Very, very much appreciated. And yeah, many people from our community have also like traded accounts so far with your help. So I think it's pretty cool, and maybe we can help even more people. So let's start with the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So first, I think that's one of the most popular. Is it legal to buy and sell Amazon seller accounts?
Okay, so yeah, that's a question we get asked a lot. Okay, and the short answer is yes. Okay, it is still possible. People are doing it, not just us, and all over the world. You do need, I would say, it does need to be done the proper way, the right way. You do need to use the right wording, especially with Amazon. But yes, it's possible, and these deals get done every day.
It is important to mention that the process needs to be done by someone with experience who have done this before. It's not that you can't do it by yourself. It's just that it's a very, sensitive process, and you don't want to cause any issues during the process. Yeah, this is exactly why we're here and why we help, sellers and buyers with this process. So yes, it's completely legal and legit.
Yeah, we're gonna have the forms for those who wanna, if they have an account they wanna sell or if they wanna buy, we have the forms and you guys will take care of them. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I hear that it's legal, possible, and just if it's done correctly, then it should be okay. And yeah, cool. So which leads to the next question: how the process works, like to sell an account?
Yeah, so first, if you want to sell your account, just like Vova said, you can contact us, go to the form below in this video if you want to buy or sell, and we will ask you some questions about your account and some of its features, when it was opened, how many total sales did you have, how many feedbacks do you have, and eventually we will have to take a look at the account. We can go on a Zoom meeting just like this one, and the seller will share his screen. We go through the account, we check all the details. We would probably even be able to tell you and show you a few things about the account that you did not know. Once we finish the evaluation, we tell you how much we think you can get for the account, and we explain how the process works, how the ownership transfer works. Once we have an agreement about the price range, then we help you sell the account and transfer it to the new owner. So yeah, process is very straightforward, and we actually established this agency because we saw the issue with people who are trying to sell their account by themselves. It's very hard. There are many things you need to know. And if you have a professional with you for the entire process, it makes it much more easier. And we really built a service that we would use ourselves. So yeah, this is pretty much what you need to do and how the process works.
And for buyers, I believe also through the form, they can ask what type of account they want. And then you can, in a meeting, give them
Yeah, exactly. We send you a link to our channels. We have a few channels where we post all of our accounts and businesses for sale. and you can take a look at the accounts, and you can even tell me exactly what you're looking for and what are your requirements. And then we just browse through our available accounts. We can show them to you via screen sharing and check if they are able to list your ASINs and brands that you're looking to sell. And yeah, we will find you the best account for your needs.
So you mentioned brands you're looking to. So it might be for, let's say, I'm a private label seller, but maybe there's online arbitrage sellers or wholesale sellers or whatnot. So you have different types of accounts, I guess, even for those types of sellers, if I understand correctly.
Yes, so for arbitrage sellers, we have many accounts that, if the account is aged and has a lot of sales history, it would be much easier to ungate it to other brands and categories. And in addition, there are accounts that are already ungated for big brands. For example, let's say you want to sell Nike or Adidas or brands like this. You would much rather use an aged seller account, which is already ungated for those brands, and it can save you a lot of money, time, and headache, and let you just start selling immediately. So yeah, Omer, do you want to add anything about that?
Yeah, so basically an account that previously sold private label can sell other things as well, and vice versa. Wholesale account can do private label. There's no real limitation to that.
Pretty cool. Okay, so I guess that's clear. And again, I have the forums in the description for our listeners, viewers to buy and sell accounts. So the next question is how to determine the value of an Amazon account. So let's say someone has an account that they're not sure, is it worth anything? Is it not? And so how do we determine the value of an Amazon account?
Great question. So we check the actual account together with the owner. We usually do like a screen share. We go over everything on the account, the good things, the bad things, and basically based on everything that we see, we give basically a minimum and a maximum price range for the account. And of course, the owner, has the right to agree with us, not to agree with us. That's okay. They don't have to sell the account with us if they don't want to. But we try to give an honest and fair evaluation, for every account that we check. And another thing that's important to note: an account can be worth one price today, and the next day it can be worth less or more, depending on different things that happen in the account. Some of these things, even they happen without you even knowing about them. For example, you can be ungated for Nike today, and for example, tomorrow you're not anymore. But this is an example of something that will basically give you a different value for the account. Health violations, recent sales, account health score rating, okay, all those determine the price. And this is exactly the reason why we can't give a real evaluation without checking the account. We don't do it based on any screenshots or things like that. Only once we check it ourselves.
Yeah, and with that being said, there's also no real pricing for accounts. It's a market that builds on supply and demand. Sometimes there's more demand for a certain type of account, sometimes there's less demand. So it changes and there is no real pricing. But we do know, because we have a lot of knowledge of buying and selling accounts and experience, and we know the market, then we can give you an honest and fair evaluation. And of course, it's up to you if you accept it and you want to move forward with us.
And in the description, we're going to have the forms. It's free to fill the forms. It's free to get the evaluation. So I think it makes sense for viewers, if they are looking to buy or sell, to do that. And pretty awesome. So I guess we covered that question. The next question is, so which Amazon seller accounts can be sold? Like, for example, let's say there's a profitable business going on an account. Maybe there's an account with listing violations or other things. Which accounts can be sold, basically?
So pretty much we was able to sell almost any account that we try to sell. It's really a matter of price. So if you have an account that was previously deactivated, it has a lot of violations, sometimes even some features are disabled, and the account is not in good condition, then of course the price would be less according to this information. So yes, you can sell accounts that was deactivated, you can sell accounts with prior issues, but you need to understand that you would not get the same price as an account in a much better condition. And regarding profitable businesses, then yes, you can sell your entire profitable business. And you need to understand it's a more complex process than only selling the account. You're pretty much providing the supplier contacts. You need to really make sure that the transaction is smooth and you help the new buyer to operate the business. You usually also sell a large chunk of inventory. And those things are more complicated than only selling the account. The price of the business is also based on the profit that it's generating. So let's say, for example, you have a business that generated $100,000 in the last 12 months. The value is going to be based on the account itself, the products, and mostly based on the profit that you've generated. So yes, it is possible to sell all types of accounts and businesses, but we treat each account and each business, each case is a new case, and you need to evaluate it separately. There's no one rule for all accounts.
So if you're selling a brand, let's say a private label, let's say it generated $100,000 in profit last year, you must sell the account together with it, or can you just sell the ASINs, like the listings? I'm curious.
Okay, so it's possible to sell just the brand, okay, and basically migrate it to another account. It's possible, but the preferred way would be to transfer the account together with the brand. Most buyers would also prefer to buy basically, the entire account together with the business and the brand, rather to split it up. But yes, it's possible, and we've done this process as well.
Awesome. So a reminder of viewers, we have the forms and description to buy and sell Amazon seller accounts, Amazon businesses. And we're talking about buyers. So I have a few questions, I guess, from the buyer side. So why would you buy an aged account vs a new account? So sometimes they're new accounts, right, that were just registered not too long ago. Maybe people are selling them and all that, but maybe there's an account from 5 years ago. Why would that be better? And is it even better? Is there a difference?
Okay, so first of all, you can open a new account. Okay, You can do that. You would probably have a much harder time, especially in the beginning. Your sales volume would be probably on the low side. You would have no credibility with Amazon if you wanted to list or open any new brands. It will probably take you much longer to get them ungated, to start getting the buy box on Amazon. And basically, pretty much any violation that you get will put your account at high risk of getting your listings blocked or deactivated. When you're working on an aged account on Amazon, you have much more credibility, both with Amazon and with consumers. We need to remember that when you buy something on Amazon, you can see the store as well. You can see who the seller is. I don't know about you, but when I go and I want to buy something, I also look for not just the product reviews. I want to know that I'm buying it from a reputable store, not someone that, opened their account a few weeks, months ago, and I don't know if they're going to be here tomorrow or whatever. So I prefer buying from credible sellers, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so another thing, you would probably be able to sell much higher sales volume faster compared to a new account. So if you're a big seller or you're planning to be a big seller and you want to start and have a faster beginning in your journey, then an aged account will definitely help you with that. And like Omer said, more credibility, less risk of being deactivated compared to a brand new account. And yeah, this is exactly why many sellers are looking to purchase that.
Awesome. So we have the forms again, the description for those who want to buy or sell accounts. And then next question, guys, unless you want to add anything on that one. So basically, how to choose the right Amazon seller account for your activity. For example, if you want to do online arbitrage or pesticides, like if you want to sell pesticides, I believe, right? What to look for in an account in this case?
Okay, so I would say that the best thing is basically to provide us your requirements, and we should be able to find you the right account. We already know everything that's going on in the back end, which accounts can sell which do have these limitations, and we urge all potential buyers to give us as much information on their business so that we're able to find the best suitable account for them.
Yeah, so let's say, for example, that you are looking to sell a certain brand or a certain ASIN, or even sell in a certain category that needs to be ungated before, then you let us know. We check in all of the accounts that you're interested in. Will they be able to sell this brand, this ASIN? And then you don't need to be afraid, because you already know that this account works for you. Just like you said, for example, you are selling pesticides. Then if the account was not registered under a US entity, you would not be able to sell pesticides at all. So this is something you need to let us know before, and we check that for you. Yeah, this is exactly why we ask the requirements.
Yeah, well,
so if you want to buy an account or anything specific, even vendor accounts we've sold before, which are accounts that sell products directly to Amazon. So really any type of Amazon account that you're looking to buy, just fill your details in the forms below and we'll contact you as soon as possible.
Pretty awesome. So as you mentioned, the forms are below. In the forms, it's easy to, just to fill the right data, and then based on that, you'll get the guys responding to you. And yeah. And why work with you guys? Like, I think I've asked it in the previous videos as well, but yeah, maybe people are listening now first time. We did cover you are professionals. We can hear that. And maybe you can add to that. Why work with you? Like, what do you think? What makes you stand out kind of in this market of buying, selling accounts?
Okay, so I think it's a multiple things. Experience, first and most. We've been doing this for years. We have transferred hundreds of accounts. We have evaluated, I don't know, probably close to, probably over 1,000 accounts already. So yes, definitely experience, feedback, reputation. I tell this to everyone. Go check who you're working with. Who are these people? What do others say about them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and yes, there's other good companies as well. You don't have to work with us. We definitely do see ourselves as one of the leading agencies in this field. The thing is that people don't always take this into consideration. Price is very important, but making sure that the process is done correctly, and for example, when you sell your account, you want to make sure that all your previous information is removed from the account. Your legal entity, your tax information, credit card, all that stuff. No one wants Amazon coming back to them, I don't know, in a year or two with a lawsuit or anything like that. And we've seen these things happen. So doing it the right way and doing it with someone, who's really going to make sure that everything is done correctly. We provide basically proof of, that everything that was supposed to be changed has really been changed. We provide screenshots to the previous owners, basically showing them that, everything was done correctly, that there are no more details, and they're not liable to anything.
Yeah, and even from the buyer side, if you purchased an account from us and you need any help, even 1 year after you bought the account, we will always be here for you and do our best to help and assist with any issue that might come up. Like Omer said, we have, integrity. We're honest people. Our name and reputation is important to us, and we would never risk any of your accounts or anything. So yeah, we are here for you to help with anything Amazon related, whether it's dealing with deactivated accounts and listing violations, ownership transfers, buying and selling Amazon accounts and businesses, consulting for Amazon sellers, and anything that is not managing the store itself, we pretty much do.
I would also add to that, if there's a situation that we're not able to help with, we'll tell you that as well. We're not like those people, we take your money up front, or if we can't help, that we're going to tell you that. And if we're able to refer you to someone who can, we'll do that as well with no charge. Okay, that's just putting it out there as well.
Awesome. I gotta say also, I think I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, I actually have used your services of dealing with legal Amazon stuff, and it helped. And also many people from our kind of YouTube community, Telegram community and whatnot have also successfully bought and sold accounts. So with SellerSpot, so pretty cool. So in the description, we're going to have the links to the forums that help you buy and sell Amazon seller accounts and businesses. So use them. get an evaluation, or if you're selling, or if you're looking to buy, then you're going to get like possibilities. It's free, no charge. And then it's up to you. Do you want to buy this account? You can continue working with the guys, or maybe you'll see like, oh, maybe not. So up to you, but the forms are below. It's all free. And yeah, guys, SellerSpot, Omer, Shai, thank you very much for being with us today. Thank you.
For having us.
Sure.